No. I mean, I said I'd take Trout over Kemp. Yo, what is going on YouTube? Jayo here, bringing you another MLB The Show 20 video, and this time it's gonna be a little bit of a follow-up from the hidden tips video. I got a lot of good feedback from you guys, some things that you liked about that hidden tips video, and some of the issues that you guys have usually when hitting the baseball. So this time it's episode 10? Episode 10, letter J. We're gonna be talking about jamming your PCI, how to stop or how to avoid jamming your PCI, which is obviously one of the biggest problems that a lot of the players have when trying to hit. So we're going to be going over different tips that I can bring to you, and hopefully, you know, it's going to be able to help you out. Hopefully it can make you a better hitter. There's a lot of different ways that you can do it. There's a lot of things that may work for you, again, that won't work for me, and some things that will work for me won't work for you. So always keep that in mind. Now, before we jump into all of that, I appreciate you guys being here. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit that thumbs up if you do enjoy the content. That's the best way to show your support to the channel. Help us grow. We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers. We're closing into 900, on the road to 1K. So I would really appreciate if you guys would subscribe and hit that that thumbs up, notifications on by clicking the bell, and that way you don't miss another upload. So yeah. Also, I want to show you what we're gonna be doing after all of these tips. So we gotta feel lucky still. I'm feeling a little bit lucky. So we're gonna open these 33 packs for the show packs, 5 silver and 24 team affinities. We've been grinding. We're trying to get all of the stage 2 team affinities done before stage 3 gets here. So there's gonna be a lot of packs. Expect more pack openings. We're gonna have a lot of the stage 2. We have all the stage 1 done. Stage 2 coming up, so that's going to be a lot of balling is a habit. If you do like pack openings, make sure to hit that thumbs up. If we can get this video to 40 likes, that would be great. And it's your way of letting me know that you like pack openings. Let me know down on the comment section below as well. Now we can talk about, you know, your best pulls. My best pull is Mike Trout. We stream 4 times a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. Eastern time, Saturdays and Sunday at around 9 a.m. Eastern time in the morning. So make sure to check us out on Twitch, and you can just watch us play live, ask the questions that you may want, and yeah, let's go into custom practice. Now this is where we're at. We're in batting practice, obviously, as we mentioned in our hidden tips video. We're gonna be playing on legend. That's the best way to get better. You may not feel like you're comfortable, you may not have your best swings, but that's the best way to get that PCI placement better, because the PCI is gonna be smaller and the pitchers are gonna be coming in a lot faster. So if you can perfection that PCI placement here on legend, it's only gonna get better on All-Star, Hall of Fame, which is a lot of the events, and a lot of ranked seasons to make it to World Series. So we're gonna be playing on legend. We're gonna be facing Garrett Cole with our squad. Now, before we start, number one thing that we mentioned in our previous video also, here you go. What's this? A Kontrol Freak. Obviously, we're not sponsored by Kontrol Freak, but this is a Kontrol Freak. These one are the CQCX. I'm gonna put the link down on the description below if you want to check it out. I also have the purple Galaxies. You can see here I have the smaller one on the right stick for pitching, and then I have the taller one on the left stick. So you're gonna have to find what works best for you. Where do you feel more comfortable? If you've never used Kontrol Freaks, you're just gonna have to get used to it to make sure, or to know if it actually works for you. Here you can see what the difference is, right? These are the CQC, so they're gonna be a lot shorter than the purple Galaxy. As you can see, probably 1/4 of an inch, half an inch. So you have to see what you feel more comfortable with. If the higher Kontrol Freaks are good for you, go with that. If you like the shorter Kontrol Freaks, go with that. But the Kontrol Freaks, they are key, because it gives you that grip, it gives you that control of that PCI. Obviously, these Kontrol Freaks are used a lot in first-person shooter games like Call of Duty, and this is very similar. You're trying to get the PCI, which we talk about with the left stick, into that ball, and then the timing. So Kontrol Freaks are going to be a huge help. I recommend it 100% of the time. I use it 100% of the time. That's tip number 1 for controlling and not jamming your PCI. Now, tip number 2. look at the pitches that your pitcher or the pitcher that you're going to be facing can throw, right? So we can see 4-seam slider, knuckle curve, changeup, and 2-seamer. So obviously Garrett Cole has a very good pitch repertoire, but you have to keep that in mind. You have to know where the pitchers are going to go. So fastball, you know he's going to have that straight fastball. He's going to have the slider who's going to break to the right on righties and inside for the lefties. And then that knuckle curve and changeup are going to go, they're going to be breaking down. The 2-seamer doesn't break a whole lot, but he'll break a little bit to the left if you're using obviously this camera angle, which obviously you should. So you're always gonna have to keep that in mind. You're always gonna have to keep in mind what pitches he's gonna throw, and you know, obviously every pitcher is different. So make sure you know the speed, because that's gonna help you with the timing, although we're not here for the timing right now, but it's gonna help you with the pitch recognition, which is gonna be huge when talking about controlling and not jamming the PCI. A lot of the times the PCIs are jammed down, especially on off speeds. Off speeds are kind of like hanging. It's instinct, it's natural instinct to just go ahead and jam the PCI all the way down. So that's one thing that you can do. Know what pitches are coming and try to, you know, obviously you're gonna sit on some pitches. If you don't get the pitch, you don't swing at it. Don't swing. First of all, you shouldn't be swinging at pitcher's pitch. You gotta wait for your pitches in order to do damage. So know what pitches are coming, sit on your pitch and wait for them. And that's tip number 2. Now tip number 3, I guess, this is something I mentioned on my hidden tips video. If you haven't seen it, make sure to check it out. It's going to be down on the description below. It was letter H, episode what, 8? I don't know, I think. You go check it out. But I talk about putting pressure on the left stick. So obviously the left stick is where you control the PCI. You want to avoid doing this kind of movement. This is the movement that you don't want, because this movement is what makes you jam your PCI. So what I do, I try to put a little bit of pressure on the left stick. You can see there, I'm putting a little bit of pressure. I'm not necessarily holding it down all the way, but I'm putting a little bit of pressure and doing this kind of movement. I'm trying to avoid this. I'm doing more of this. So if we go here on the hitter, this is the movement that we're trying to do. And we're obviously gonna follow the ball with the PCI. So we're doing this movement. We're trying to avoid all this going on. We're doing this movement, right? Obviously, if you're in 2 strikes and the pitch is gonna be way up or way down, you're gonna have to be able to react to the pitch. You're gonna have to maybe move the PCI faster. But that's why it's so important to know what pitchers or what pitches the pitcher is gonna be throwing. So we're putting a little bit of pressure on the PCI to kind of like control it, to not have those sudden movements, and following and tracking the ball with it. Again, if your problem is jamming the PCI down because you're starting the PCI up because you cannot catch up to the fastballs, then maybe you can start the PCI a little bit inside. Starting a little bit inside is going to help you avoid jamming those that PCI down, because you're already in the middle of the zone. So if you go from up in the zone to down, that's going to be easier to jam the PCI. So starting it in the middle or even lower and try to get that launch angle going up if it's the fastball, then it's going to be easier. Now, if you have the PCI, if you started a little bit low, you already have the low part of the zone covered. So it's going to be a little bit tougher. You know, you want to hang it here, right? That's exactly where you want it, right? In that zone, you don't want to jam it too low. If it's lower than this, you know you don't have to swing. It's going to be a ball. So if you're here, but you got to always think that high fastball. That's when you start having the trouble, right? Or problems with catching up to the high fastball. So you're here, but you're also thinking high fastball. If you're thinking high fastball when you're having that PCI in the lower part of the zone, you're automatically going to react when the pitch is going to be that high fastball or high pitch. Obviously, the same thing. If you put pressure on the left stick, it's going to be easier or it's going to be less likely for you to be jamming the PCI up or down, depending on where you're starting the PCI. Now, a lot of people just start the PCI in the middle and react, and that's another good thing or good way to do it. But if I start the PCI in the middle and the ball comes right here, it's going to be tough for me to go from here to here without jamming the PCI, because your instinct is going to be jamming it all the way down. How to avoid doing that? And that's what I'm guessing, that's why you're here. So like I said, the movement you're trying to do is here. So even if the pitch is going to be a little bit low, so if the ball is down, you should be fine to just lower your PCI there. You don't have to jam it. you got to make sure you swing. The good timing is going to be on the X. So you want to get the PCI there, obviously, as fast as you can, but without jamming it. So practice those kinds of movement. Like, obviously, that was a ball, but practice this kind of movement here, here, here. Not all the way down, because all the way down, it's going to be where you're probably going to be jamming it all the way down, like I just did there. So starting it inside or outside middle, that's going to help you to avoid jamming it up or down. Starting it a little bit low, it's going to help because you're already in the lower part of the zone. You won't have to do much. Now, if you start in the lower part of the zone, you have to be able to adjust for the middle pitches, for the high pitches, but it can help you stop getting under the ball, which is probably the main problem that a lot of people have. We were right on it. Again, no matter what you're doing with your PCI, the only way to improve that is going to be practicing. It's going to be practice, practice, practice. And just come here, custom practice. Just dedicate custom practice 20-30 minutes a day at least. It's going to make you a better player. Do it before you're going into games. That's going to help you improve dramatically. Now let's go ahead and get some good hacks here in custom practice before we go to the pack opening. Ship it special. Good swing. So that one, we started middle in. We were able to react to that slider. 90-mile-an-hour slider is a fast slider. We were able to go from here to here without getting on top of that. Pitch down the middle. You don't have to worry about their PCI when it's down the middle. You just kind of like just float it in the middle part of the zone, which is exactly what I was mentioning. If you're putting the pressure on the left stick, you're gonna be hanging around the middle. If the pitch is down the middle, there's really not much movement you have to do. It's down the middle. We were on that. We're a little bit to the side, but that's exactly what you want. You want those pitches. Those are the ones you want to crush. We did not jam our PCI down, so it's working. Good, okay, we were right on it. Beautiful swing, exactly what you want. PCI around the middle of the strike zone. That one, not so much. Right on it. We did not get under. We got just, I don't know why that's good, okay. We got right, that was on the perfect fly ball zone. We did not jam it enough. We just stopped it right there. Now you have to keep in mind, always, like, there's gonna be times that you're gonna jam your PCI. The best players in the world do it. There's gonna be times that you won't move the PCI to the ball, like that time. It's going to happen, but the more you practice, the least is gonna happen. Right on it, early squared up. So the more you practice, it's gonna happen less and less time, and that's exactly what you want. Beautiful swing. It wasn't all the way up. We did not jam our PCI up. Beautiful swing by Chipper Jones. Let's go ahead and open packs. Now we are gonna go ahead and start with the silver packs. Like I've mentioned before, a lot of people have been pulling diamonds from this. I have not, so you never know. You never know. We're just gonna be flipping them, hoping for a diamond. Nope. Two more. Nope. And one more. All right, we did not get a diamond from, hey, that's a good silver though. We did not get a diamond from the silver pack, so we got 28 left of these regular packs, I guess. The affinity and the show pack. So we got 4 of the show packs now, 2 left. Nothing here. 2 more silvers, and then we have 1 more, and hopefully we can pull a diamond. Hopefully we can keep that luck going. Our packs have been decent. You guys, if you haven't seen our last video or our previous video where we actually pulled, well, I'm not gonna say, go ahead and watch it. We've been pulling some fire. Here's a diamond. Here's a diamond. Joey Gallo, of course. Still 22 packs left. All we want is 1 diamond, and it was worth it. That's it. Nothing. Nothing here. 18 left. 18 left. Still fine. There is definitely still fine here. 17. Nothing. All right, I gotta sing a song in my head. If I sing a Miley Cyrus Wrecking Ball song in my head, we pull diamonds. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and sing it. That's usually how it goes on our stream. If you've been there, you've seen it. Miley Cyrus just does not miss. Wrecking Ball is just something. We have a connection. We have a connection. So I just gotta sing it. Nothing. All right. We're running low now. 9 packs to go. Now, let me know down on the comment section below. There's another goal. Let me know down on the comment section below if you want to see a debut video of any players. Matt Kemp, as you know, came out yesterday. If you want us to add him to the squad, let me know down on the comment section below. We can make that happen and bring you a debut video on him. We also just got to 55 prestige a couple days ago, and we got prestige Ryan Sandberg. We can have a debut for him as well. If you want to see that, make sure to hit that thumbs up and let me know down on the comment section below. And yeah, we got 4 more. This is gonna help. Obviously, Team Affinity packs are free by doing the showdowns. This is still gonna help with the exchanges for stage 2. That's another goal right there. Matt Bump, possible. It's a possibility for Friday having a headliner. We're gonna have a flashback. I'm thinking pitcher. We already got a hitter. So last pack, and we won a diamond. We did not get it. We did not get our diamonds. Headliners overpriced. Yeah, with the luck I have, yes. With the luck I have, yes. Oh, give me one. Ah! Come on. This is it. Oh, this is Kemp. This gotta be Kemp. This has to be. This has to be my Kemp. No. I mean, I said I'd take Trout over Kemp. Don't do it. Don't do it, game. Ah! It happened! It happened! Let's go! Ah! Who needs my Kemp? Who needs my Kemp? Let's go! I hope you guys were here for jamming the PCI, for how to avoid jamming the PCI. I hope you guys were able to learn a thing or two. Let me know down on the comment section below if you did, and let me know also what are some other things that you want to see in this kinds of video. Next week is going to be the letter K. That's going to be a tough one. If there's something that you can think of, letter K, let me know down on the comment section below. Again, I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new, haven't done so already. Hit that thumbs up. That's the best way to show your support on the road to 1K. Notifications on by clicking the bell, and yeah. This is Jay. I'll check it on the next one. I'm out.